Point number 6, be prepared to pivot from your plan. See, the project schedule is not a sacred text. It's a hypothesis based on information you have to start with. A pivot is a structured, intentional change and strategy based on new information designed to better achieve the project's ultimate value. Why is this important? Clinging to a flawed schedule simply because the schedule is a recipe for disaster. What do you mean by there? I've seen where a lot of times when, especially my new project managers, will build these schedules and they will not pivot, even though all the data is saying pivot. There is a way to pivot ethically by putting a change request in. There's a way to pivot ethically by ensuring that you get aligned with your project team and stakeholders. But you must be willing and able to pivot to demonstrate strategic thinking and a focus on outcomes over outputs. It is the essence, it is really the essence of really having that agility mindset, even though we may be in a predictive environment. Experiment with these actual tips. Do what we call check-ins. What is a check-in? We want to look at plan versus really what's going on or reality. You do this with your team. You ask a posing question of what are your thoughts of what is actually happening to what we thought would happen? Next point, foster a culture where you're raising concerns about the plan as seen as a positive and not a negative. And that's another thing I want to touch on at a very high level is that we sometimes get so caught up, especially in a predictive space, that it looks negative if we have to make a change because we have this massive plan. No, it's not, because the information you receive has allowed you to say, hey, we have to pivot because it may have been an external factor. What's an external factor? Maybe now the widget has upgraded to a software version of 2.0 and you are 0.0 and you need to make that change for your customer. All right. Number 3, and the last and final one, when a pivot is needed, formalize it. Document, you know where we're going with this. Document beats what? Document beats conversation. Again, document beats what? Document beats conversation. You know I'm going to constantly push that. See, document the new data, the new plan, and the expected outcome, and get a formal buy-in, not only from your sponsor, but you also want to make sure the team is on board.